Hello and welcome back to Japan Game Junk. This time I'll tell you all about a wonderful store that's actually in Tokyo, in the Adachi ward in the Nishi Arai area. You can find the Enterking store, which is supported by Surugaya. Basically what this means is that Surugaya bought out the Enterking chain, and many of those stores are being converted into Surugaya, but still they keep the Enterking name for whatever reason they might have. Perhaps it's some sort of legal reason, perhaps it's a licensing thing that I think someone has built with the building, who knows. But this store is pretty good. It has 2 floors. First floor, the bottom floor, is video game stuff, card game stuff, and figures and toys. Second floor is books and movies and music and stuff like that. So I usually just go on the first floor. Anyway, what I was surprised to find here was, this is kind of related to an episode I did recently for a store visited only the day previously. I was so surprised to find all these new Virtual Boy games for sale in the Surugaya store of Utsunomiya. And here, not the same amount, a smaller amount of number, and no Mario Clash here, but in this store, this Enterking supported by Surugaya in Nishi Arai, they had many copies, brand new, of these Virtual Boy games that I found there. So I'd like to think that actually the biggest stock of Virtual Boy games that were found are probably in Shizuoka, where the main stores of Surugaya are located. And they just sent quite a few to the various branches around the country. So, yeah. That leads me to believe that there may be literally hundreds of these games, if not thousands, that have been found. So, do not pay exorbitant prices for any kind of used any kind of new Virtual game, new in box. They are no longer a Japanese version, that is. They are no longer rare. But in addition to the Virtual games, they also had quite a number of Game Boy Color games, Game Boy Advance games, nothing I would call as like rare or valuable, but still brand new. You know, I guess the only one I'd prefer is Fire Pro Wrestling for Game Boy Advance, but stuff like Raising the Hamster and Conan the detective kind of games, whatever. But also, for whatever reason, they also have, and I forgot to mention this before at the last store, they have many new in-boxed Game Boy interactive cables. The play cable where you can connect 2 Game Boys together, and also the Game Boy AC adapters and the Game Boy original headphones. Remember those awful headphones that came, well, if you're old enough, remember those awful headphones that came with the Game Boy, with the red and blue with the red and blue tips there, but below the earpiece, so uncomfortable and very bad quality. Well, if you're so nostalgic for them, and it looks like at most of these Surugaya stores, you can pick them up for 700 yen, new in box. Also for 500 yen, many different colors of Teku Angel. It's kind of like a Tamagotchi style pet, except it measured your steps you take during the day to raise your little animal there. They were made by Hudson, and they're kind of fun. So many of those were also available for 500 yen each. Also at the store, at this particular Enterking / Surugaya, Super Mario Bros. 2 on the disc system, confirmed to work and not be some sort of copied over game. 1,100 yen, which is an okay price. Donkey Kong Game Boy, which is basically Donkey Kong Country. Super Donkey Kong Game Boy, 500 yen, which is a very expensive price just for the game only. You can find it for 100 yen in many junk sections at many different hard-off stores. What might be of interest? There's I'm not sure how interesting, but plenty of these Mahjong games, for Super Famicom, where you can see girls in their underwear. Very nice condition in box. And there are just a huge amount of them, all between 15 and 25,000 yen. So if that's your thing, then there you go. Also, looking new in box, very great condition. The Castlevania 4, but 12,000 yen for that. Also, I was happy to see that Kiki Kai Kai released in the West as Pocky and Rocky on the Super Famicom, which I picked up as one game out of 8 in a pack of loose, of collected together Super Famicom games for 1,000 yen for 8. So a little over 100 yen for that. Being sold here in worse condition than the one I have for 12,000 yen. That made me feel great. What was weird I saw was the Pokemon, Nintendo GameCube, Pokemon Coliseum, like some sort of adding a Pokemon to your game disc. It looks like that this was a disc given out to people who had done the pre-order for the game. I don't know the Pokemon very well, but it's like it's green and it looks like it's made of leaves or something. But that one disc in a paper sleeve, 22,800 yen. Wowie zowie. It's a lot of scratch. Yeah. Also, let's see. Also at the store, to note, I should say, is that it has a dishwasher, as in Japanese-style countertop dishwasher. Probably still works, but it's just kind of an older model. Got some scuffs on it. For 500 yen. You know, many Surugaya stores now have, appliances. And last time I went to the one in Utsunomiya, as I mentioned, there's an air fryer I almost bought. This time it's a washing machine for dishes, dishwasher. You never know what you might find at Surugaya. That's why they're always worth visiting. So, this store, I'm not sure how to get there without a car, but I'm sure since it's in Tokyo and Adachi Ward, it's gotta have enough public transport, but it's definitely worth going. You will need to look it up as Enterking. I believe it's not called Surugaya yet, but yes, the Enterking store in Nishi Arai, in Adachi Ward, as visited on May the 5th, 2024. Worth going there to see. So just go if you can, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. Bye.